रग़बत नहीं होती है, वो दुनिया से ज़ुहद है। हमारे हज़रत रईसुज़ ज़ाहिदीन थे, तो ज़ाहिद डज़ नॉट हैव एनी रग़बत एंड डिज़ायर। कभी हमारे घर वाले भी पूछते हैं आप क्या खाएंगे, अभी घर जाएंगे तो व्हाट शैल आई कुक फॉर यू, अरे ये रानी का दिन जी हुई थे क्यों पूछा घर वाले, ये बना हुई तो बना दिए, कोई शौक नहीं। ये मैंने उस दिन कहा ना कि बच्चों के लिए समोसा भेजो, ये मेरे लिए नहीं, ये मेरे मेहमानों के लिए। मैं खुद तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ऐसा कभी किसी को, मैंने इतने सालों से यहाँ आता हूँ, कभी कोई तकाजा नहीं किया कि मेरे लिए पकाओ, लेकिन मेरे दोस्तों के लिए मुझे फिक्र होती है कि ये आए हैं, इनका इकराम होना चाहिए। और माशाल्लाह हाजी साहब के यहाँ से कल रात फिर बुनी खिचड़ी आई माशाल्लाह, तो बच्चे खुश हो गए, सबने खाया अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। तो ज़रा दूसरों के लिए एहतिमाम करना ये अलग बात है। वस्सिद्दीक़ मा लहू इर्तिकान, as-siddiq does not lean towards anything. He's reached that maqam of siddiqiyyat, so he does not lean towards anything. And as for the arif who goes higher, then he has no might, nor strength, nor choice, nor will, nor movement, nor rest. बस उसका तो हर काम जो है वो अल्लाह ही पर, अल्लाह के भरोसे पर होता है, अल्लाह ही सब कुछ करते हैं, अल्लाह ही की तरफ उसकी नज़र, his mind is set on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is deep into that, he is absorbed into that. Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is sitting among the people, but his mind is up there. He is connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's another thing. He has to do everything for the sake of doing it. But Hazrat Aisha said, كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يذكر الله على كل أحيانه. At every moment he was in the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Arif Billah makes everything by the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He comes out of his own will, ikhtiyarat, Allah does ikhtiyar for him, Allah chooses for him, Allah selects for him. May Allah make us such. That Allah chooses everything for us. We come out of ourselves and hand over everything to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In spite of busying ourselves in the asbab, our heart is connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. ये वो दूसरा मकाम है जब आदमी जज्ब के मकाम पर पहुंच जाए और सब कुछ असबाब भी छोड़ दे. वी आर नॉट ऑन दैट लेवल. ये जो आरिफीन होते हैं वो उस लेवल पर होते हैं. अब हजरत रहमतुल्लाह अलैहि's father, he went into the state of jazb and he stayed in a small mud house room for 16 years. 16 years in that room. He didn't come out. खाना किसी ने कड़ी खिचड़ी भेज दी तो खा ली नहीं, कई कई दिन भूखे. तो because he was in that state of jazb, but he was extremely intelligent. And the Imam Sahib, people used to go to sit with him, meet him, and he would talk, oh welcome, ajao, sit, talk. But he wouldn't get out of the house. Imam Sahib, who lived across the street, went to meet him. So Hazrat's father said to him, Yusuf, London chala, tame imni dawat ki thi ke nahi? Yusuf is going London, have you done his dawat? And Imam Sahib said, Mauli Sahib, હવે ઘરમાં અંધારું તો મસ્જિદમાં ક્યાં દીવો જલાવીએ? Meaning, I am poor, I am struggling to eat myself. How can I feed him? How can I do his dawat? If there is darkness in the house, how can we bring light to the masjid? That's the phrase. Meaning, when I am poor, how can I feed him? And Hazrat's father replied, Bhai, ઘરમાં અંધારું હોય ને મસ્જિદમાં દીવો જલાવે તો જ કુદરત રાજી થાય ને. હાય હાય. If you are struggling and then you give preference to others over yourself, that is when Qudrat will become happy, meaning Allah will become happy. That is Isar. So Hazrat's father was extremely wise person, but he was into that state of jazb. As he was going into that, slipping away into that state of jazb, the family realized कि भाई ये इनकी बातें कुछ his mentality is going down that route since he got bayat to Hazrat Maulana Abdul Ghafoor Naqshbandi Sahab or whoever his sheikh was. So they said, bhai inse tafweez talaq le leni chahiye. So if he goes into that stage, we can take talaq for the mother. So they said to him, bhai inko talaq tafweez kar do, sauk do. Make him that he would be allowed to give divorce. He would be wakil of divorce if something happens to you. So Hazrat's father said, okay. So they appointed a third person as wakil of talaq if there is need. So when he did go slip into that state of annihilation and jazb, right, then the wakil gave divorce to Hazrat's mother. And Hazrat's mother was pregnant at that time, and her iddat was the hamal. So when Hazrat was born, her iddat finished. So Hazrat was like a yatim because his father was extinct from his life. He was not there. He was in that state of jazb. And he had confined himself to that room. I don't know whether I should say this or not, but because Dr. Sahib is here, I'll say it. Now, I heard from some of my friends that, in 2002 when Hazrat was stopped at Heathrow and he was unable to go for Umrah, they interrogated him for 6 hours. And at the end of the interrogation, they couldn't find anything. They apologized and they let him go. But before the apology, they said to him, can you work for us? We'll give you so much. And Hazrat said, तुम मुझे लालच दिला रहे हो, मेरे जिस्म में उस शख्स का खून है जिसने तुम्हारे इस टेबल जैसे रूम, जितने रूम में 16 साल गुजारे हैं. You're trying to bribe me? I have the blood of that person who stayed in a room the size of this table for 16 years. He had nothing to do with dunya. What have I got to do with dunya? I don't want anything. And then he said, I'm going to tell you one thing. You stopped me and my umrah was ruined. But don't do that to those who are going to go for Hajj in the next 2 months. They go for Hajj, for Farz Ibadat. If you stop someone, you ruin their Hajj, then their whole journey will be ruined. So don't stop anyone going for Hajj. And they might carry money with them as well. Don't stop them, don't harass them. Because in Saudi there's no proper bank system, people have to take cash. So if a family of 3-4 are going, they might have a large sum, don't harass them. हजरत ने उल्टा उन पर सवार होकर के उनकी नसीहत कर दी. तो उन्होंने कहा ठीक है, और उन्होंने लिहाज किया. They didn't stop anyone going for Hajj. You going for Hajj? Go. चेक भी नहीं किया, पैसा ले जाओ, कुछ हरज नहीं. तो हजरत तो ये मैन ऑफ विजन, कहाँ हजरत की सोच होती थी. एनीवे, ये बात हो गई. हजरत आरिफ थे, रईसुल आरिफीन थे, हजरत का मकाम था, ये इसको कहा. आगे पता नहीं क्या कहते हैं, अल मौजूद मा लहू मौजूद, मौजूद हैज नो वजूद. तो फिर वो मौजूद है ना. सूफी लोग पता नहीं कैसी बातें करते हैं. ही हु इज एग्जिस्टेंट, मौजूद हैज नो एग्जिस्टेंस. Meaning, who thinks of himself does not exist. Al-Mawjood, who thinks that he exists, does not have any existence. He does not exist in the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Only those exist in the book of Allah who do not exist. यही मतलब होगा ना. फिर उधर शरह में पढ़ेंगे, पता नहीं शरह पढ़ भी पाएंगे कि नहीं. शरह जब शुरू होगी तो तुम पढ़ते रहना. ये मैंने तो शरह कर दी है, ये मेरी शरह है. तुम इसको टाइप करो, इसको छापो, तो इससे फ़ायदा होगा. क्योंकि इसमें कुछ अगलात भी हैं, तो अगलात भी सही हो जाएंगे इंशाल्लाह. चलो, ओह बहुत देर होगी. सुभान अल्लाह बिहम्दिही, सुभानक अल्लाहुम्मा व बिहम्दिका, नशहदु अल्ला इलाहा इल्ला अंता, नस्तगफिरुका. चलो जी.